Did you ever wonder why, when you started a new job, it just did not work out? Or you took a move to a new city and it just wasn't the right place? Or how about you have started a job and it seemed so exciting last year, but this year you're dog tired all the time, you're working all the time, it's become a drudge and you don't know why? I'm Gail Minogue, and today I'd like to talk to you about timing, the timing in your life, and something called your personal year. Your timing may be very different than my timing, and each person has a year, a personal year, that tells them when to go, when to fold, when to hold, all of that. The first thing I'd like you to know is that in your personal year, it is tied to the universal year. What is the universal year? Well, in 2017, it's the number one. The universal year, 2017, is found out by adding all the numbers together of 2017. This will give you the universal year. So in 2017, we are in a one universal year. So it's a new beginning for the planet. It doesn't feel like it, but it is. It's a very new beginning. Now, how do you find out your own timing in relationship to the universal year you are in? All you have to do is to add your month of birth to your day of birth to your universal year. So if you are born, say, the second month, February, you would add the number 2. And say you're born the third day, you would add the number 3. And then you would add the universal year. So this would tell you what your personal year is. And you will do this every year, and the universal year will change. Of course, your month and day do not. This will give you your own personal timing. When you are in a 1 year, a 2 year, a 3 year. All there are 9 years, 1 through the number 9. What does that mean? I'm going to go through each year for you so you can tell your own personal year and what you need to do this year in 2017, a one universal year. You're going to add it again to your month and your day of birth. You'll get a compound number, or 2 digits. You reduce it to the single digit, and it'll be either 1 through 9. There's no other numbers than 1 through 9. Everything else is either 10, 11. When you add them together, it's 1 through 9. So let's say you are in a 1 year. This is your year of new beginnings. And this is where you start a new business, maybe move to a new location, maybe start a new relationship. This is where you seed everything, is in a 1 year. And you need to be willing to start out on some new ideas and new projects. The next year, a number 2 year, is a year of patience. This is where you're going to wait to let the seeds that you planted in your 1 year, let them grow. So it needs patience, patience, patience. And your seeds has to grow roots. So this is not a year for you to go tell everybody what you're doing. So in a 2 year, you keep your own counsel and you wait. When we get to our 3 personal year, this is the year that you can expand. This is where you network. Your garden is now growing. You have some weeds, you kind of weed and see which plants you want. But your ideas are expanding. So this is a great year, a 3 year, to do creative work. This is also an okay year to move. 1, 3, and 5 personal years are great years to move, particularly the 5. But now in the 3 year, you're expanding. You also need to be maybe aware of your appearance more. So change something about your appearance in a 3 year. This is a social year, so enjoy it. Do something creative. The next year for you would be a 4 personal year. If your month and day added to the universal year reduced to a 4, you're in a work year. This is where you focus, you discipline yourself, and you work hard. So it sort of feels like you're in a box, and a box really is 4 sides. You can't expand like you did in a 3. All you can do is strengthen in a 4 year. The only reason you would ever make a move to a new location in a 4-year is with a job or work-related opportunity, and you make sure it's ironclad secure. Otherwise, you don't move in a 4-year, okay? The next year for change is the 5-year. The 5 personal year for you would be the year you market, promote, you can move. This is a great moving year. This is where you change jobs. There's a lot of change. You were all boxed in that 4-year last year, but now in a 5-year, you're set free. So you may be making changes you never expected. Now in the 6th personal year, this is your year of more responsibility. Everybody wants a piece of you. They love you, they need you. You have more responsibility with the family. You have more responsibility with your office workers. Maybe the community, you're more involved in the community. So be careful of what you say yes to in a 6th personal year, because more and more people will need you and you could wear yourself out. Also in a 6th year, it's a year to tend to your health. So this is the year you may learn to eat better, have a healthier diet, all those kinds of things, and more, maybe even more births in the 6th year, more divorces, more marriages. We get married in a 6th month because this is the number of the family and domestic responsibility. When we come to the 7th year, this is your well-earned rest year. So you want to reflect this year, you want to step back from all the hard work you've been doing, less responsibility, be less productive. You want time out this year. You need time to reflect, to plan, to assess what have you been doing for the last 7 years. And this is where you make a lot of deep decisions about going and how you will go forward. The number 8 is your harvest year. Remember the seeds you planted in the 1 year and you gardened and weeded and you worked hard and you expanded, you did all these. Well, the 8th year is your harvest year. You need to go out after those things that maybe said no to you during the last 7 years and focus on those areas where you can reap the harvest. This is like the farmer going back into the orchard and picking the low-hanging fruit. You'll be dealing with business and money and contracts and legal, all those things that revolve around the number 8. So this is a business year, not a big vacation year, but it's big money and big expenses attached to the money. The number 9, the last, is the finishing number. This is the number where you complete. That's the number I'm in right now. I am in a 9-year, and I'm trying to get many of the projects that I've worked on over the last 9 years complete. It also can be a 9-year where many things end besides work or jobs. They also can end relationships. You can leave a location. You'll hear of more deaths in a 9-year, not necessarily in your group family or yourself, but maybe around you or friends or distant relatives. You just don't know. It's about ending, letting things go. It is not a year to buy a new house, a new car, okay? If you take a new job in a 9-year, it will not last. The same with a relationship. It will not last the way you think. Within the next 2 years after the 9-year, you will be in a different situation with a different relationship or a different job. But you can take, if say you get let go in a 9-year, you can take any job you want because it's just temporary. So don't worry about it. 9 years are great in that you clean up a lot of information and a lot of projects that were just hanging out. And even bad relationships end, which is maybe painful, but a healthy thing, because you're going to start a new cycle next year and begin a new, brand new 1 year. So I hope this gives you some insight into your own personal timing. We all need to know when to start. Remember, we begin in that 1 year, we rest in that 7-year, we complete in the 9-year. So again, I'm Gail Minogue. I'm the author of Divine Design, How You Created the Life You're Living. You can find me at gailminogue.com. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and thanks so much for watching.